This is to show you how to create a PayPal button for anything you want to sell online. So first you go to log into PayPal, and then up at the top you're going to see Merchant Services. So click on Merchant Services. The next thing you want to do is click on Create Payment Buttons for your website. Once here, just follow the steps that PayPal has created for you. So choosing a button type, most likely you'll be going with Buy Now, but the other options are donations, gift certificates, subscriptions, automated billing, and installment plan. And those are just all different features that you can create a button for, but most likely if you're selling something, it's going to be the Buy Now button. So next you want to enter your item name. So let's say this is the black t-shirt. And then an item ID, if you have an item ID, that's optional, and then the price. So here we're going to say 17 US dollar, but there are many other currencies. So in this next part is where you customize your button. Now this part is optional again, but generally you're going to find that you only need this Buy Now button, and then you can just move on to the other steps. But if you were selling items that perhaps had different prices of the same item, for example, maybe you were selling t-shirts and the small costs $10, but the extra large may cost $20, and so you can set that up here. So let's say option 1 is the small size and it's $10 and large is $20. Same with perfume sizes, anything with that kind of option where price would be different. This is how you set that up here. Okay, so now you can see that the drop-down box hasn't updated here, but it will have small is $10, large is $20, and that way PayPal knows what to charge your customer. Okay, so the other option is add the drop-down menu, and this is with no pricing, but so they're all the same price, but you have options there. Okay, and then the next option is add text field. So you could say black t-shirt, and then that title will show up right here. Black t-shirt, see the title. Okay, so the next step is using a specific amount for shipping. So if you just have flat rate shipping, and this could be $10, for example. And then if you are required to have tax on anything sold online, you would type in your tax right here, and PayPal will calculate that tax amount. Okay, so next in this merchant account IDs, use my secure merchant account ID or use my primary email address. And this is just what's going to show up at the top of the page when someone's checking out. So we have emilyhaberman@cox.net or support@fbsitecreator.com. So either of those options. I tend to go to use my secure merchant account ID. Okay, so in the next step is tracking inventory and profit and loss. And in here, you can save button at PayPal. So PayPal will actually save this information. It's going to protect you from someone making changes to your button, because PayPal is going to know that is a button, and if any changes are made, making any changes for someone who has perhaps broken into your site and changed the coding. Okay, so tracking inventory. So this is where you can track items that are in stock. So let's say the item ID is the black t-shirt, and you have 20 in stock or 10 in stock, and after you've sold, let's say 8, PayPal is going to notify you or that you only have 2 left. And so this is a great way to track what you're selling and not oversell any product. So this is really great for physical products. Now, if you're selling electronic products, it's not as important. Okay, so can customers buy an item when it's sold out? So if you select yes, someone can still buy the product even if you're sold out. And if you select no, then they won't be able to buy the product. And then here in this option, it says take customer to a specific page when they click on continue shopping, and it's like a custom sold out page. If you don't have that, it's just going to come up with the PayPal's standard item sold out page. Okay, So this next section is customize advanced features, and this is another optional section. And here we are. And the first question, it says, do you want to let your customers change order quantity? So maybe someone wants to buy 5 t-shirts instead of just the one, and you would just select that here. And if there's any special instructions, maybe you're making a custom t-shirt and you want something embroidered on the top, and you let people know ahead of time that that is what you're selling, obviously. But if you just had any special instructions, then you would just say yes, and then your customer will fill in the information. Okay, so in this next part, do you need a customer shipping address? So if you're selling something physical, you're going to obviously want their shipping address, and if not, you could just click no. And then in this next part, take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. So this happens if someone goes to checkout and then they decide to not cancel or not purchase the product. Is there a special page you want to send them to? Maybe it's a last chance offer, or maybe you want to show them something else that you sell, but maybe it's cheaper, and that would be this custom URL here. And then here is taking customers to this URL when they finish checking out. So this is the success page. And you would type in maybe, or have maybe a thank you page after the purchase, and they'll be redirected to this URL after they make the purchase. At the same time, if you're selling an electronic product, maybe this page is where the download is. So, and you would set that up here. All right, so after you're all done, then you just click on Create button at the bottom. And PayPal is going to give you this long code, and you can just copy and paste this into any HTML editor, whether it's in WordPress or another piece of software. You can just copy this and paste it into the HTML section. You can't copy it into the WYSIWYG where you can change the font and the size and the boldness. You have to click on HTML first so that you're pasting the code in the HTML section. If you have FB Site Creator, you'd be clicking source first, and that would be the source code, and then you paste this code in. Okay, if you want to email a link for someone to buy, then you would send them this HTTPS link. For a page where you maybe have created a custom button for yourself, you'd want to select this option and then hyperlink that button. So you may have a custom button. That's what you would use this code for. All right, so that is what you have to do to create a button in PayPal.